Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I will be discussing some tips and tricks as well as some things you should avoid doing in order to progress much faster into the game. Now before we start, I just want to address that English is not my main language and it is my first time using a mic in a video. So you might hear me stutter or mix up some grammar, so hopefully you forgive me with that. With that being addressed, let's now start the video. Now, before I give away the tips, I just want to state that this is just the way on how I progressed and all the tips here were collected during the time I was progressing through the game where I realized the mistakes I've done that I could have avoided. So, just a heads up before I tilt someone or make someone mad. Now, let's start. Tip number one, avoid impulsive buying with your gems. Now, what I mean by that is for free-to-play players, let's try and use our gems more efficiently. If you're just starting on the game or just beginning the game, you will see that there is an in-game currency. As I said, it's called gems, in which you can buy game passes, boosts, movement token, exclusive orb units, and etc. This currency as of update 1.0.4 can only be obtained through tower mode and through codes. So we have a very limited options on trying to get the gems. So here is the number one tip for new players like you, especially free-to-play players. If you're a free-to-play player, just like most of the players in this game, that would mean you would have to efficiently use your gems into buying special in-game products that the game has to offer. So here are the game passes that I suggest since they are the most impactful throughout the game in my opinion. You can pause the video to check all the images of the game passes so that you don't have to keep on repeating the video. Now that that has been shown, it's time for me to show some of the game passes that are also really good, but it's not as impactful as the first one. Once again, you can pause the video so you don't have to keep on repeating or keep on coming back. Okay, now that has been settled, I just want to say that if you got any question regarding on why I put those certain game passes into their respective places in the video, you may leave a comment and I will try to discuss my opinion on why I put them there. Now let's head to tip number 2. Now for tip number 2, prioritize making utility teams over damage teams. Now, before I discuss this, for people who are new to this type of games, utility teams are basically teams which have units that are not mainly used for damage, but rather they're used to get better resources. They're used for, as the name suggests, utility. These teams usually are the lock team or the drops team in this type of games. Now that doesn't mean that while you're trying to grind to progress through the last map is that you should get them. I mean, it's not bad if you accidentally get thief or leprechaun while you're on the way, but I wouldn't prioritize them over trying to get to the last map. So what I mean is once you hit last map, try and prioritizing on improving your utility team, like get a full team of Thief and Collector 3 and Leprechaun and Lucky 3 to better help you progress throughout the game. Because once you have your utility teams, the luck one, you don't have to change them because they're only used when you're spinning for something because it's basically luck. While for drops, maybe after a couple of updates, you may replace them with your old DPS units. Then you have a better drops team. Now that we're done with tip number 2, let's move out to tip number 3. Tip number 3, do not forget to finish your quests. In this game, there are things called quest, which gives you and teaches you how to move out throughout the game. There are certain quests which gives you very important materials like movement tokens. I'm not sure, or I can't remember if there are any quests which gives you gems, but I wouldn't really risk it and just try and complete every quest that I can, because if I'm correct, that every quest gives very important material or resources. So that's one big tip right there. Now that we've discussed that, it's time to move with tip number 4. Tip number 4, don't forget to use codes. I will flash on the screen all the codes that are available while I'm recording this video, so please do use them. Now while you're using them, go and listen with me. As of this time, codes are one of the most important things, as it is also one of the main sources on how we can use, or I mean get gems. Because as of right now, it's either you grind tower mode or you use codes, which has a chance that gives you around 5,000 gems each. I'm not sure if every code gives gems, but I'm pretty sure that most of them does drop gems, and if I'm correct, they're usually around 5,000. So it can be used as a big boost to get those expensive game passes, mostly the +2 equip and the 2 times drop, which are really important late game. Now that I've discussed that, it's time for my very last tip for this video. Tip number 5. Tip number 5, avoid spending premium medals on units below mythical category. In this, I mean, avoid spending it on anything below the mythical category like legendary, epic, rare, common, because the reason here is premium medals are really rare. It's either you get them for free in codes or you buy them with gems or Robux. Now, a lot of players don't have that much gems or Robux to spend on premium medals, so I really highly suggest to only use them on mythical or cosmic units. It is because premium medals are the most flexible type of medal. You only need one for any type of unit, and it doesn't matter what map that unit is, so it is very flexible. Now for early players who still haven't made their utility teams and still don't have that much resources like medals, premium medals are really good for them. So please avoid spending them on anything below mythical. Now that is my last tip for this video. Hope that you enjoy listening to my tips, and hopefully I helped a lot of you. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you really enjoyed it, as well as subscribing to the channel, since I really love the support. It really does help me a lot in making these types of videos. If you want more tips and tricks regarding this game, Anime Champion Simulator, then just leave a like. If we hit around 50 likes, I'll try to make part 2. With that being said, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Bye-bye.